Expanding the income stream is crucial for every freelance content creator if we want to live a life with our passion and without financial pressure. In recent years, edutainment content has become the most popular content type for brands in the creative industry, simply just because people want to learn and brands want to make themselves relevant to what their audience asks for. Creating an online course has become a new opportunity that our freelance content creators can add into our service guide. This is a tutorial. This is a comedy show. This is a YouTube series I made for Envato Tuts, an online learning service that helps people to learn and apply creative skills. It is also a part of Envato family, which you are probably familiar with because you may have already used their subscription-based service for using digital and creative assets. In today's video, I want to share you some of the cherished lessons I learned from creating that project. I had a feeling it may be helpful to you. Hi, welcome back to this channel. This channel is for my creative buddies who is curious, also suspicious about creative industry and content creation. In case you're new here, my name is Dory. I'm a TV presenter turned brand storyteller. I am also a content creator or a content producer. People just get so confused about this job. Someone calls this content creator, someone calls this content producer, content specialist, or someone calls this content expert. Anyway, I am just basically dealing with content and content creation, okay? Content industry is changing every second nowadays and we have to keep learning, keep growing, otherwise we just get far behind. I'm very humble here, okay? I'm aiming to share my studies and learn with you guys together. No preaching, okay? It's all about sharing experience. At the end of 2021, I started to work with Envato Tuts. Together, we created a 5-part video series that aims to help business owners or startup owners to create a holistic and coherent styled online presence for their business. The whole project is actually a content marketing piece that aims to educating people. If you're interested to watch that YouTube series, I will make sure to put the link in the description box so that you can go to Tuts channel and watch the whole series. By the way, this video is not sponsored by them. But it's really a nice experience to work with them. Tuts is one of the best teams I've worked with. Love you, Tuts. Back to the point, it took us nearly half a year to produce the whole series. It's called a 5-part video series, but in addition to that pillar 5-part video YouTube series content, we also created an ebook and a series of vertical and short format videos so that they can put on other platforms to promote the main video series. By doing that, the whole project just turned out to be a comprehensive content package that is YouTube-centered and multi-channel promoted. The whole experience inspired me to systemize how to create complex and cross-channel branded content at the same time and in various forms. Creating online courses for brand is different from creating commercials. The goals, the audience expectations, and your role are all different. Brands want to educate their audience. Audience expects to get real how-to insight from you. They are asking for actionable advice. In most cases, you will be both the course producer and video presenter. It is an end-to-end service from ideation to delivery. Based on that, what should we do as content creators or service providers? First, we should deeply understand the brand's products and brand culture. Second, we need to comprehensively understand the audience needs and pain points. Last, we need to pack all the information in a well-structured and easy-to-digest way and confidently present them on camera like an expert or an educator. Okay, lesson number 1. When you pitch a creative idea for a brand or you're creating a content marketing piece for a brand, the first thing as a content creator we need to do is to find out or build a mutual connection among the brand, ourselves, and our content. I've seen a lot of people make the mistake of finding it's difficult to balance their personal style and the brand needs during their creative process. The people I mean include myself. We would either too many individual style in it so that we lost all the brand needs, or it's too much of a brand and we just totally lost our personal style at all. Things I would like to do at the beginning of my every brand project. I just like to build the common grounds first. And this is how I did for Tuts Plus project. Back to my case, after research, I just realized the mission of Envato is to help people to get their project done. They have many formats and assets which will help people's creative life easier and quicker. However, too many options may not be good, especially for people with less content creation experience. My knowledge. I am not a qualified educator in teaching people how to use creative tools, but I'm good at connecting to a camera and making video fun to watch. To conclude, here is my plan. This is a comprehensive course for small business entrepreneurs. Based on the goal of setting up a real-world small business, this video series covers the basics of creating a business plan, web and graphic design, photo video editing to meet all the visual and creative needs of a startup. I will make the whole series has a standout visual style that is uniquely Dory. The brand content that you created has to be a combination of what you are good at making and what's a brand ask for. That's why people ask you to make it, right? Tuts Plus asked Dory to make this content. They didn't ask Lucy or Lily. Lucy and Lily may have their own style. I was inspired by a thinking process called design thinking. If you're interested in know more about it, I will link this video so you can watch later. One thing I kept from my TV career was to do a proper research before creating any content. I know doing a proper research may sound a little bit nerdy or old-fashioned in today's creative environment. Nowadays, most of the time we are doing content for social media. And social media just craves that synchronism. People might tell you if you just overthink, you might just miss out those perfect timing. I agree, some of them, but to me, I always feel good content comes from good research. Especially when I'm creating content for brand, I always want to make sure I understand the brand, understand its product, understand the topic that I'm talking about, also understand my audience. Talking about audience, having a proper research actually saved my day. Okay, as we mentioned, the goal of creating that 5-part video series is to teach people how to create a holistic and coherent styled online presence for their business. That presence is actually assistant. So how can we teach people without any graphic designing background to achieve that goal? There is a shortcut that is using template and creative assets. And that's exactly what we did in that 5-part video series. After our first brainstorming session, I just realized we need to understand what kind of creative assets or templates that people normally use and where they would like to go for those assets. More specifically, I also want to know what kind of issues or difficulties that people normally find when using creative assets. In order to understand that, I just created a questionnaire and I sent them to my friend, to random people in Instagram and Facebook. Guess what I found? I just found that there's a lot of people, they never ever used creative assets before. They even haven't heard about it. That is such an information gap. Based on that research finding, I just realized maybe we need to structure each episode with 3 parts. First of all, we need to tell people some basic theories, things like what is creative assets, how to use creative assets, where to get creative assets. Then the next section will be my example. I will show people how I use creative assets to complete this task. And the last section is the actual tutorial on how to use. But you just imagine, if we haven't done that research, we may just put ourselves and the whole series into a very dangerous situation. Now you know why I'm saying understanding your audience and doing a proper research is very important. It doesn't mean you need to use tons of time to understand your audience. At least you need to understand the basic needs and basic knowledge level of your audience. Otherwise, you may just lost the game without knowing why. Last lesson, just like product designers design user experience, as content creator, we could also create a better audience experience for our viewers. Do you remember I just mentioned earlier in this project, we also created an ebook. The reason that we created that ebook is just because we want to offer our viewers a better audience experience. This is an ebook where we've carefully sorted out all the key points, learning materials, and further learning resource. Tuts Plus also generously paid me extra fee to create this. Creating extra materials increases our project incomes. On the other hand, it may also help brands to recycle their existing content. We could put more learning resources into that ebook, which includes the other videos from Tuts Plus channel. It just generated more ways for people to engage with us. Cool! That's just some crucial lessons I learned from creating that project. I hope this video is useful and I hope you enjoyed it, had fun, or at least got some inspirations. Okay? And if you guys love this video, enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. My name is Dory. I upload video every Friday. You could also interact with me through those social channels. Once a week, let's learn together and add meanings to the world. Can't wait to see you guys in our next video. Bye for now!